Introducing Mr. Money.
Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
Want to just get out of town with your friends and family? Are you having a corporate getaway and have no adequate transport? Then this here is what you need to listen to. A brand new 35-seater Yutong luxury bus is now up for hire at an affordable and negotiable rate. It comes fully equipped with aircon, TV for your relaxation, music soothing your trip, and DVD players to give you variety. Book now by calling 0955 0966 or 977 844 141.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real, cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Dear Jungle.
This is Prime Television's main news. Thank you so much for your time to join us on the main news desk. My name is Kalan Mchima to present it. A look at the headlines. Suspected PF cadres illegally allocated plots for restaurants behind intercity bus terminus. MMD to discipline its member in the Eastern Province for urinating inside council chamber. CEC to buy 860 daily cows from South Africa for local milk production. And in foreign news, Liberia sacks absentee officials amid Ebola outbreak. For more on these and other stories, join me shortly. The main news in detail. Suspected PF cadres at Intercity bus terminus are planning to allocate plots for restaurants on a public road between Zambia Railways compound and Intercity bus terminus. According to residents of a Zambia Railways compound, the suspected PF cadres have been seen demarcating land to new traders. Some residents indicate that they will not allow the cadres to mount up restaurants along the road. They indicate that putting up structures along the road will compromise security in the residential compound. But Patriotic Front chairman at the market, who identified himself as Kabobola, says that the plan is not to block the road but to build structures that will modernize the place and stop people from making the place dirty.
Just when people thought wrangles over land is becoming history in Zambia, a new wrangle over land has now come out. This land in question is mainly a public road that divides Zambia Railways compound and Intercity bus terminus. This place is a public road, but suspected Patriotic Front cadres intend to mount up structures and restaurants along this road. But the residents of this compound have expressed rage over this action and have accused the suspected PF cadres of taking the law into their own hands.
Uzankara wakawarara pano votu vuta futi hapa maona kulina mufora uzafasa manje wakafasa wazafasurira kuti vakansa vazabwera vazayimirira kuti kufasurura vimadangi apa situfuno vao manga apa twakana ise situmafuna osati vabwerepo situfuna.
The cadres want to encroach part of our land here. Now the problem is they want to bring up makeshift stores. There is no sanitation. And the place that is remaining between the road and where they want to put those shops is too small. Moreover, we all know how they behave. They sell shake, and a lot of these dirty stuffs. Where are they going to be disposing those things?
Bantu apa amanandika ne bakabwala lana ngolo bali kulya bale tuibira. So ko batibekse kali apa taturefwaya. Bantu amanandika ne toilets bakala bomfya mumanda mumyesu kula chitobusali mumyesu nabukabwala ala sana. Era ifoto lasunga abana besukulumu. So business yesu ikabwerera kunoma. So ifata turefo ko batibese bekali apa ero karodi kanono sana. Olo bekese bikapa ama shops hapa. Nishi nani kana nchende nishika chika chepera tu olo drainage lyonse nishika la fuasa lyonse elo ifo kaba affected info bali mupepi no bulwele fyama lwele tukaba affected.
In a follow-up interview with Patriotic Front chairman at the market, Kabobola says the plan to allocate restaurants is aimed at bringing sanity around the same road. He has accused the residents of throwing dirty along the road and blocking the drainage system.
Through like this, so ama beans mureru basa kupoza mforo drainage yomba this time kwa kolera so trefo kuchinga ko taka kwentemba. That's why trefo ama bus lang for se fira pagyo trefo kwa kwentemba abantu bera posef ko trebombe because kolera yala isa nomba the season is behind us, so we want to change this area to be modern area. So yes, we want to make this area clean. Pakadanga wantu wakataka kutuma shift stores like basete banana ngofine but cleanliness ero problem otukwetemo yakwa because our murezi wa kwatabi na mafence because ama criminal kuno ngatabuli protection they can all over to attach people. So we appeal to the government to help us to be empowered through this area.
This is the land which is in question, and of course this is the road, and suspected Patriotic Front cadres want to mount up restaurants and other stores just along this road. But the residents on the other side are very, very much against this idea. But if shops are mounted up surely across this very, very narrow path, where will people pass? And in terms of security, will people be feeling secured when these shops are mounted. Reporting for Prime TV News, Daniel Tonga, Lusaka.
I wonder who's supposed to allocate land, whether it's the Lusaka City Council or relevant authorities or cadres. The Movement for Multi-Party Democracy, MMD, has expressed a disappointment at the behavior of its MMD Eastern Province Youth Chairperson Chembe Daka, who urinated inside the council chamber in Chipata. National Secretary Muhavi Lungu has offered an apology to the nation in general for Mr. Daka's behavior. Mr. Lungu says the Provincial Disciplinary Committee is already handling the matter in accordance with the party's laid down disciplinary procedures. Mr. Lungu has reminded all MMD members countrywide to be exemplary in their behavior in line with the party's image of orderliness and decency. On Friday night, Mr. Daka shocked the public in Chipata when he woke up from his deep sleep and started urinating inside the council chamber where a tallying of voters in the Kasanengwa by-election was in progress. The Forum for Democracy and Development, FDD, has attributed low voter turnout in Vubu to lack of tangible results when they vote in elections. Speaking in a telephone interview with the Prime TV, FDD spokesperson Antonio Mwanza says the electorate have not seen any development from the time they started voting in the constituencies. Mr. Mwanza indicates that it is sad that during by-elections in Vubwi, people were intimidated and this brought much fear for them to vote. He says residents in the area failed to turn up in numbers because they were scared and were allegedly forced to vote for the PF. Mr. Mwanza says the Vubwi lags behind in development and life is expensive in the area.
The voter turnout was not very impressive, and the reason why the voter turnout was not impressive, it was below 40%, is on the fact that for 50 years, the people of Vubwi have been voting, and for 50 years, there is no value in their vote. There is no development whatsoever can talk about. People live like refugees. Vubwi looks like it's a war-torn area. And people live like refugees in a country that has enjoyed peace for the last 50 years. As a result, people don't see the value to waste their time to go to a polling station and to vote. And for as long as we as politicians don't inspire this nation, the voter apathy will continue because people have lost trust and confidence in us as political leaders. Because the trend has been you vote for somebody and they go to Lusaka and they disappear, they never come back.
Government has dispelled fears that an Angolan national who was quarantined on Thursday evening at Chingi border post in Chavuma district in northwestern province for suspected Ebola virus did not die from the deadly disease. The unidentified Angolan woman who bled from her genitals, mouth and nose caused panic at the border post, forcing local health workers to rush to the scene. Chavuma District Administrative Officer Kennedy Penzo confirmed to Zanis that after investigations, the rapid response team discovered that the deceased had inserted unknown herbs in her private parts with an attempt to terminate her life following a marital dispute. Mr. Pezo says the woman later died at Chavuma Mission Hospital where she was taken for further examinations. Meanwhile, Mr. Pezo emphasized the need for the rapid response team and security wings to intensify patrols at entry points. You're watching the live broadcast of the main news on Prime Television. We go for a break. Join me shortly for more local news.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Money! Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.
Girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
We apologize for that. However, welcome back, and now the news continues. Government, through the Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission (CEC), has flagged off a daily chain program that will foresee the local production of milk. Over 800 daily head of cattle is expected in the country from South Africa for distribution to livestock farmers. The project is expected to produce over 1.8 million liters of milk every year once the project gets underway.
The agriculture sector has been labeled as the #1 sector in the country that can effectively contribute to the growth of the country's gross domestic product, GDP. As such, government, through the Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission, has ventured into a dairy chain development program that will buy 860 dairy cattle from South Africa to produce milk for the country. The project, flagged off by Commerce, Trade and Industry Minister Bob Chinga at the Genetic Breeders Farm in Makeni, is expected to create over 1,000 local jobs.
As we stand right now, 43 million hectares of land, 43, is available. Percentage-wise, we have only used 14% of that arable land. 14. It means we have a lot of capacity to grow crops. Which crops we grow depends on what we call the ecological zone in which we are. And this is the basis upon which the districts that have been selected for this particular program on dairy, we hope that in 3 years' time, when Mr. Suwamba starts to pay back, we shall take that money and invest in another farmer like him who also require the same.
AgriSafe Genetic Breeders of Zambia Managing Director Rena Van Vieren explains more on the training selected farmers will undergo in the project that will start next week.
Genetic breeders will be conducting training to all CEC recipient farmers next week. We've got a program over the next week and a half. We're going to follow through on that program. It will be conducted by our company veterinarians. After this program, we are going to go back again and we're going to go through the program again. And the program that will be, the subjects that we will basically be covering is stockmanship of dairy cattle. Some of the items that we'll be covering is the introduction to dairy production.
And CEEC expressed gratitude to government for its continued support to empowering farmers in the country.
The first phase of the program, in which we are bringing 860 Jersey animals into Zambia. These are dairy cows that are specialized specifically for the production of milk. For now, because we have a slight deficit in our country in terms of dairy animals, we are bringing the animals in from abroad, from South Africa, sir. From these 860 dairy animals, the contribution that we think it's going to make to this country is that, first of all, it's going to create a lot of employment for our people.
Meanwhile, Chela Silwamba, a dairy commercial farmer, also shared his experience.
And our average output per daily animal is actually 15 liters. The quality of the milk, super, and I think there is a difference between the Jerseys that we have and the Frisian. For me, I think Azapik, the jerseys, they're very easy to manage, cheap and managing, of course, and so forth. And the product, if you want to prove it, you go to Pick and Pay. You can go to Pick and Pay. You can go to Spa. It's actually Ilia Milk. We supply 40% of our milk into a factory in our neighborhood.
Over 1.8 million liters of milk is expected to be produced in the coming year once the project gets underway. Martha Namanje, Prime TV News, Lusaka.
The Ministry of Health has strengthened the Directorate of Mobile Health Care Services to ensure that it effectively enhances health service delivery. Health Deputy Minister Chitalu Chilufian says strengthening the Directorate was aimed at ensuring healthcare services across the continuum of care from primary to tertiary. Dr. Chilufia said this when he delivered a basic life support ambulance to Kasanengwa Zone Rural Health Center in Chipata. He says the mobile health service was an opportunity to reach out to rural areas where there was limited infrastructure. Dr. Chilufian says that there is need for more dedicated mobile health services for public health to offer services to people in antenatal immunization of children and other services. The National Revolution Party NRP has advised Zambians to desist from accusing the party that it is working with the PF. NRP political chairman for Home Affairs Hector Sondo has stated that his party has not been compromised by the PF as being perceived by many Zambians. Mr. Sondo says appreciating government's efforts it is making to develop the nation does not mean that it is working with the opposition. Mr. Sondo said this in an interview with Prime TV News in Lusaka. On Thursday last week, callers on a radio program on Joy FM advised the president of the newly formed Third Liberation Movement, Enoch Tonga, not to allow himself to be used as the case with the NRP president who is being used by the PF.
As National Liberation Party chairman for Home Affairs in charge of security, I think I want to clear the air on the issue where people, when they are participating on the media, on the television, or maybe on the radio, they are misusing the name of our president, who is Cosmo Mumba. They say that Cosmo Mumba is used by the PF government, the president. I think I want to make it clear, because you see, when you are in the opposition party, it doesn't mean you should criticize everything the government is doing. It's not like that. Where the government is not doing well, we have to give the checks and balances. So we as National Liberation Party, our policy is to give the checks and balances to the ruling party. And we are happy that whatever advice we give to the ruling party, they get it and put it on record.
We'll go for another break. Join me for international news.
Apple Max. Take it to the max.
What makes the new Yo-Yo Chipsy so unique? 100% natural ingredients. Nothing artificial. Just a pure experience of freshness. Chipsy potato chips. We know you'll love them.
Welcome back. Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf has sacked 10 government officials who have been out of the country without any excuse amid a national Ebola crisis. She said the officials had shown insensitivity to national tragedy and disregard for authority. The 10 were given a one-week ultimatum more than a month ago to return home. Sierra Leone, Liberia and Guinea are the worst hit countries in an outbreak that has killed more than 2,400 people. The 10 officials include 2 commissioners, 6 assistant ministers and 2 deputy ministers at the Justice Ministry. The BBC's Jonathan Pay-Lai says a press release issued from the presidency on Saturday reported that the officials had been fired with immediate effect. It listed the names of 8 people in the category. A court in Pakistan has ordered 100 opposition activists to be sent to jail for staging illegal protests and committing several other violations, causing chaos and anger among activists. A crowd of demonstrators gathered outside a court in Islamabad on Saturday to protest against the court's decision. Recent protests have been headed by Imran Khan, a former cricket star, and Tahi-ur-Qadri, who is a firebrand cleric. Opposition activists have been demonstrating for the past several weeks, demanding Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's resignation, a demand Sharif has repeatedly rejected. Activists and protest leaders accuse Sharif of influencing last year's elections, which brought him back to power in a landslide, and say they will not back down until he resigns. Before we conclude our main news, we now turn to Al Jazeera for a roundup of foreign news.
Acted is deeply appalled and horrified by the assassination of David Haines. We strongly condemn with the utmost of force these crimes that have happened again.
And despite a ceasefire in eastern Ukraine, pro-Russia separatists have fired at the government-held airport in Donetsk. Ukraine's Prime Minister has accused Russia of trying to destroy Ukraine as an independent country. The leader of a faction of the Pakistani Taliban has announced that he will surrender to the military. It's believed that Asmatullah Muawiyah, who heads the Punjabi wing, has fallen out with the overall head, Mullah Fazullah. In a written statement, Muawiyah says that his group will quit all militant activities and lay down their arms. Thousands in Pakistan and Indian-administered Kashmir remain stranded by devastating floods. Pakistani army engineers have been trying to divert swollen rivers from cities in Punjab province. Hospital workers in Sierra Leone treating Ebola patients say their strike will continue. They work at the Kanama Government Hospital, which is treating 80 patients. A number of doctors and nurses have died from Ebola. Staff also complained that they haven't been paid for 2 weeks. Saudi authorities have introduced an Ebola screening program ahead of the annual Hajj. Pilgrims will have to fill out a health form to confirm they aren't suffering from any symptoms of the virus. Saudi Arabia has barred pilgrims from Sierra Leone, Liberia and Guinea due to concerns over Ebola.
And that foreign roundup brings us to the end of the main news on Prime Television. But before we leave you, a look at the headlines once again. Suspected PF cadres illegally allocate plots for restaurants behind intercity bus terminus. MNV to discipline its member in Eastern Province for urinating inside council chamber. CEC to buy 860 daily cows from South Africa for local milk production. And in international news, Liberia sacks absentee officials amid Ebola outbreak. That's it for this edition. On behalf of the entire studio and technical crew, my name is Kala Mchima. Thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye for now.
Hey girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you for just a minute. Where you live and what you like to do?
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
Okay, I'm just trying to get with someone real cause you look so free. So let's chill, have a drink with a guy like me.
Apple Max, baby. You need to give me Apple Max, baby.
A quality product from Californian Beverages.
Potato sticks, freaky fries. Get that awesome crunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. Money. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Send your money instantly. Safety is guaranteed. It don't matter how far it is. It reaches safe and quickly. Pay your water bills immediately. And also pay for DSTV. Or top up airtime real quickly. Send your money instantly. Top up your airtime instantly. Pay your bills instantly. Airtel Money instantly. Hi, I am Mr. Money, and I bring you Airtel Money, the fastest, safest way to send money, pay bills, top up, and more. With Airtel Money, you can do more instantly.
Airtel Money. Simple, secure, instant.